one could hear us until now. There we go. It's muted. Doing great. Now they have motorcycle practice over here too for people trying to get their motorcycle license.
Yeah, my brother took that a while ago.
Oh, awesome. All right, you're doing great. As I mentioned earlier, while the mic was muted, unbeknownst to myself, we always going to stay to the right of the yellow line. Yellow line always is going to be to the left of us. And you're doing great. So far, your braking and your acceleration is good. You're not jerking when it comes to acceleration, and you're not slamming on your brakes. So that's good.
It's all the Grand Theft Auto I play.
Hey, I tell people it works. I tell them to go to Andretti's. All right.
Yeah.
So reading this right here, can you tell me what this yellow sign says?
It says traffic from right does not stop.
What does that mean?
It means the traffic from the right, coming from the right, does not stop.
Good job. All right, we're gonna keep going straight.
Okay.
Believe it or not, some people, you gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
Everyone's at different levels, and we don't judge.
Of course.
All right, I'm gonna give you a couple more maneuvers here at the mall, and then after that, I'm pretty satisfied with how you're driving so far. We're gonna go and move you over into the neighborhood, okay?
Okay.
Good job. How do your arms feel? They're comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
All right, when you come to a stop sign, that's a T, like
Right.
what we just did. Even though it's a T and no one's going to be coming from your left, still want to see your head move to the right, to look to the right to make sure no one's coming, okay?
Okay.
Settle. Boom. All right, go ahead. All right, Jackson, you have graduated from the regular parking lot. Congratulations.
Nice.
Woo! All right, now we're going to move you over to the neighborhoods. At this time, I want you to execute a right turn by initiating your right turn signal.
Okay.
Good job. All right, as we're going down this windy road, I want you to say to the left.
The left.
Yes, sir. It's kind of raggedy. You can't see the lines, but it's two lanes. Once you get to the end, you're going to stop and turn on your left turn signal. Good job. Now, some certain things I'm pointing out to you, I'm pretty sure you may already know. You may not know. As an instructor, it's my job to tell you everything. So we never stop on crosswalks. So excellent. You did a good job. Obviously, because people have to cross when we're stopped. And if we
Right.
stop on the crosswalk, it is a fail on the test. And it's not good in real life as well. Now, when we're about to turn left, we always turn left into the lane that's closest to us, okay?
Right.
Even if our turn comes up immediately, okay? So we always turn on the right side of the barrier or the right side of the yellow line.
Okay.
Yellow line stays to our left. Once you go straight, then we'll turn on our turn signal to the right. I'll always will say signal, mirror, shoulder check. You'll signal, you'll check your rear view mirror, you'll check the mirror in the direction you're trying to go. You're going to head check, look over your shoulder, do not move your whole body, and then you're going to glide over into the next lane.
Okay, could you repeat that again?
I sure will.
Yeah.
So whenever we get ready, first things first, we're going to turn left. So go ahead and turn left. Good, nice and easy. Turn into your lane. Awesome, sir. Now, turn on your right turn signal. That's your signal. Look in your mirrors behind you to the side. Look over your shoulder, blind spot, and get over to the right lane. Excellent. Now I want you to slow down because we're going to turn. This is the neighborhood we're going to be in. We're going to slow down enough to where you have control of the vehicle, nice and slow and steady. All right, go ahead. It's green. It's a green light. And turn. There you go. Now when you're turning, you don't need a lot of gas.
Right.
You just need a little bit of taking off the brake and and just a little bit of gas. If you put too much gas on and press on the accelerator too much, it will be like Andretti's. We will be like, race car. Exactly. All right, excellent. All right, I want you to go ahead and start slowing down. Even though it says 30, because you are a new student, I want you to stay at 20. All students stay at 20 in neighborhoods.
Okay.
In the neighborhood, we teach basically for anyone, actually. We're looking for the 3 P's: pets, pedestrians, and property. Yes, sir. Excellent. You remember that. All right. In the neighborhood, especially, pets can run across the street. You have pedestrians, especially children, and you're going to keep straight the whole way. They come flying around the corner on their bikes, and there's rollerblades and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then property, like you mentioned, people park on the side of the road. Sometimes people park right next to the stop sign. We want to make sure that we give enough distance from their vehicle, just in case they're inside their car and they fling their door open. Okay.
Right.
So we're constantly looking around. Another thing we teach is SEE, S-E-E. Remember what that is?
No.
It's okay if you don't. Search, evaluate, execute. Yes,
right.
sir. So we're always searching 15 seconds into the future. We're never looking right in front of our vehicle. We're looking 15 seconds into the future. That's searching.
Mm-hmm.
We're evaluating. We're looking around. This man right here, he's planting flowers. What if his granddaughter or children are outside? So we want to go slow. That's right. And so execute will be to be ready to brake. So we're constantly looking around. Driving is way more than moving your vehicle forward. You have to have situational awareness. And you're doing great. If it gets too hot, too cold, let me know.
Okay.
The rule of thumb also, go ahead and go slow, a little bit fast. Is if you see one child, there's always more around. You also want to train yourself to start looking below, underneath the cars, because sometimes you can see people's feet. You understand? Yeah, so see how those 2 trucks are next to each other? Park?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I like to look underneath it, because then I can see feet. The kids are in between the cars playing. We're going to make a left right here. Apologize. Good job. Now, what do you see up ahead to the right?
Looks like a park.
What happens at a park?
Kids.
Kids. What do we want to do?
Slow down.
We want to go extra slow. That's right, sir. Excellent. All right, I want you to make a left up here. In the event, if you're on the road with another user or a driver in the neighborhood, they're coming the opposite direction. You always just pull over. So they may pull over, but we have to share the roads with them, okay?
Okay.
Good job. Stuff like basketball goals that lets us know kids are out. This neighborhood. We love teaching people in this neighborhood because there's like thousands of kids that live here. Now it's Sunday, so they're either at church or asleep. Keep an eye out for the stop sign. I want you to make a complete stop. Good job. There you go. Good job. That's what I was going to ask you. So whenever you can't see after stopping, you're going to stop first. You're going to move up. We're going to go straight. You always want to make sure you have a clear path from your left and right. Excellent. All right, Jackson, you're doing awesome. You're going to be graduating out of the neighborhood as well. Now, again, today is just me evaluating you.
Okay.
Day 3, and then wait, I gotta say something. All right. Something I want to show you. Slow down. Come to a stop. All right, slow down. Stop right here. Don't flash you so people know. You see how this road sign has numbers 16800 to your left, 16700 to your right. Do you know what those mean? Okay, these numbers basically say for Coretta Lane, 1600, 16800 and above, homes are that way. 16700 and below, homes are that way. So if I were to tell you, let's pretend we're at the stop sign facing this way. If I were to tell you, I need you to find home 16725 Coretta Lane, which direction would you go? Excellent. All right, we can go forward. Now, we do have GPS, but we never want to rely 1000% on technology. Clearly, Walking Dead is real, and we want to make sure that we always stay cognitive on how to survive without technology. So the same thing you see in the neighborhoods is the same thing you would see on road signs out there on the main road, except for it's telling you these numbers is where the businesses are. So now you know, which makes your ability to survive increase. Cool. All right, we're going to slow down so much more, like slow down to a point where it's almost a stop. Whenever I see a series of cars like this on both sides where they're parked, I slow down to almost a stop. Saw that guy across the street. We assume people know to look, but they don't.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Sir, you're doing great. I don't even feel like you need me. All right, we're going to turn left and go on to the suburban roads. Now, the difference between suburban roads and neighborhoods, by driving standard, it's just faster than neighborhood, but slower than highway.
Okay.
So sometimes people are like, well, you're in a suburban neighborhood. Nah, that's not what we mean. We mean roads. Suburban roads have faster speeds. They're not neighborhoods, but they're not highways. So up here, we're going to make a left. We have more lights. We have more restaurants, more things going on. So we're going to make a left up here.
Okay.
Same thing when you do turn. Just use a little bit of acceleration. Remember, your vehicle is your bubble. Everyone around you can. Oh, go ahead. Excellent. Everybody around you can go around. They can slow down. One thing to remember is if someone blows their horn at you, it's one of two reasons. They're trying to tell you that the light has changed, or they're just trying to communicate to you. Don't take it personal. Or they're really being a bully and trying to be censored word I'm trying to find. So they can go around. Don't take it personal either. People are going to blow their horns for whatever reasons. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. It has to do with them. So I have students that will sometimes internalize it like they did something wrong. No, people are going to be people. So let them be people and move around you when you're in your own personal vehicle. Let them go around. They'll be all right. But never drive or execute something you do not feel comfortable doing yet.
So we're just going straight?
Yes, sir. We're going to go straight. And at this moment, now that I've given you a lot of tips and techniques, we're going to just drive straight down Nacogdoches, and I'm observing driving and do less talking now.
Okay.
I want you to also observe the speed limit and go the speed limit. Okay. I want to see that you have the confidence to go the speed limit. Speed limit is 45. Go ahead and get up to 45. There you go. Keep going. That's 40. All right, at this time, I want you to get into the right turn lane. Keep your speed going. You're going to signal to the right. Hold on. You're going to signal to the right. You have your left turn signal on.
Oh, yeah, right,
Yep.
right.
You're going to mirror. Check your mirror.
Okay.
There you go. Shoulder check. Now get over. There you go, sir. All right. And you can turn off your turn signal. Whenever you're driving, you always want to stay in the driving lane, which is the right lane. Your left lane is typically for passing.
Okay.
People to pass.
Never knew that.
Yeah. So people call it, even on the highway, they say it's a fast lane, it's a speeding lane. It's like,
Right.
no. It's called the passing lane. So remember what we said yesterday. Speed limits are absolute. You're technically not supposed to go over them, not even 2, not even 3, not even 1. So they call the right lane the slow lane and the left lane the fast lane. In driver education, we call the right lane the driving lane and the left lane the passing lane. So now you know. And yes, depending on what highway you're on, you can get pulled over and get a ticket for driving in the passing lane. So usually they'll have signs that says um, uh, left lane is for passing. So if you see that, then they definitely will indicate that and get a ticket for driving. I know from personal experience.
Right.
Great. All right. When it comes to stopping, I want you to stop 1 car length behind the car in front of you. The reason for this is, in the state of Texas, if someone hits you and it causes you to hit another person, you are still responsible for the person that you hit, even though you didn't initiate the accident. Once you have 2 vehicles behind you, then you can move up a little bit more, but always the rule is 1 car length, stop 1 car length behind the vehicle in front of you. Same thing for the traffic light sign. Okay, if you come to a traffic light and you're first, you're still going to stop 1 car length behind the stoplight line. The reason for this is if someone hits you, you don't want to be pushed into the intersection. So you stop 1 car length behind the stop line. Once 2 vehicles are behind you, then you can move up to the stop line. This is not a legal thing. This isn't something that's going to pass or fail you. It's just something that we like to teach our students to give them situation awareness and safety on the roads.
Right. You need to do that.
They're turning. No, go ahead and brake. They're turning. All right, this brings me to the following distance. I'll wait till another vehicle gets in front of you. On regular roads like this, in ideal conditions, meaning it's not raining, it's not snowing, we want to be 3 to 4 seconds following distance from the vehicle in front of us.
Right.
And that's basically taking a landmark. Once it passes the back of the vehicle in front of us, we count 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. By 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, we'll hit the front of our vehicle. If it's 1,000, 2,000, we're too close. Anything past 3,000, we have enough distance. All right, now I'm going to give you a couple of questions to see if you're paying attention and not just driving. Once again, driving has so much more to do with more than just moving the vehicle forward, okay?
Right.
What color is the vehicle in front of you?
White.
Good job. What color shirt did the pedestrian that walked by have on?
Ooh, blue.
Good job. Good job. was the name of the road we just passed?
I don't know.
It's okay. What's the name of the road we just passed?
Leonhardt.
Good job. That was excellent because you were able to see the road that we passed, as well as pay attention to the vehicle in front of you that was turning, and you slowed down. So good job. That's the point of that exercise, to be able to train your brain to do more than just drive forward. How much is the gas?
Oh, I would add.
Keep straight. Get a turn.
Oh, right.
Keep straight. Good. All right, Jackson. I am impressed, and you did great on suburban roads. I'm now going to place you on a highway. Are you ready?
Mhm.
All right.
Never driven on a highway.
So you never?
Nope.
That's no problem. It's always a first for everything. Highway driving is the easiest.
Okay.
You don't have to stop and go. Once you get on, you're on. All right. Go ahead and turn on your right turn signal. Get in the right lane. So where those vehicles are turning, we're going to turn right there. Remember, turn into your lane. We'll slow down. It's a yield, but we're going to treat it like a stop sign. We're going to slow look over your shoulder. Good job. Stay in your lane. There you go. Turning your left turn signal. Keep going straight. Keep increasing your speed. All right. Start looking in your rear view mirror. See where cars are coming. Look in your left mirror. Keep increasing your speed. Look over your shoulder. Get into the left turn, left lane. Sorry. And that is merging onto the highway. Now, Wordsworth Parkway isn't that busy of a highway. Go ahead and turn off your turn signal. The key thing when merging onto the highway is you're searching for a gap that you can get into.
Okay.
When you are the vehicle that's merging onto the highway, you do not have the right of way. People on the highway have the right of way, meaning they're not going to stop to let us on. So we either have to speed up, not going above the speed limit to get in front of them, or slow down to get behind them. If it's so much traffic and nobody's letting us on, the rule is you get on the shoulder, which is this little spot right here,
Mhm.
and keep driving until you're able to merge over, okay?
Okay.
Once we're on the highway, now that we're on the highway, we have the right of way. So when people are merging onto the highway, in the lane, the merging lane, or not the merging lane, we're in the driving lane, the right lane,
Mhm.
we want to be mindful that they're going to either have to speed up to get in front of us or slow down to get behind us. We don't stop and let them in unless it's like crazy and we're going to crash into them.
Yeah.
Because if we all stopped on the highway, we're going to mess up and back up the highway and cause an accident. Doing great. Right now, this is just a slower highway. You're going to be placed on a faster highway. highway, you still want to get comfortable with looking in your rearview mirror and your side mirrors constantly. You always want to know what's going on around you. Speed limit is 60. Go ahead and increase to 60. Go ahead and get it to 60. 50, go ahead. Speed is dropping. Increase it back up to 60. Never allow your speed to drop on the highway unless there's an accident or someone in front of you. Try to maintain your speed because it's the highway. Okay. All right. I want you to turn on your right turn signal. Mirror, shoulder check, and then right lane. So you always shoulder check, okay?
Okay.
The whole point of doing shoulder check is to make sure there's not a vehicle in your blind spot.
Right.
Alright, we're going to be getting onto Highway 281. Go ahead and slow down. This is going to make us go on the access road. Access roads are roads that are parallel to the highway. Slow down and come to a stop. Or left turn a little bit that way. There you go. You stop. It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. In your left-hand lane to the signal, mirror, shoulder check, and get over all the way to the left. One more shoulder check. There you go. Good job. And now increase your speed. Here you go. You're going to be looking in your mirror. Once this big wall is out of the way, you're going to look in your mirror to see who's on the highway. You're going to look in your left mirror, side mirror, to see if there's a gap that you can get her. So right now we see this car. We're gonna let that car go forward. There's a gap to get behind him, right?
Right.
Keep going. Don't slow down. Look over your shoulder. Is there space?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead. And good job. Now I want you to turn your left turn blinker. Just how we can exit to the right, we can also exit to the left. We're going to be exiting to the left to get on 1604. We're going to do this one lane at a time. Look in your mirror, shoulder check, in the left lane. All right, we're going to stay right here. We're going to look in the mirror, shoulder check, get in the left lane. Good job, nice and slow. All right, and turn off your blinker. Good job. How'd you feel about that?
Good.
Okay. See how it says 1604? Left exit. That's what we're going to be. Most of the time, people exit, we exit to the right, but we also have to be mindful there are exits to the left. right, in San Antonio, we have 5 major highways. If you know these 5 major highways, you'll never get lost. We have inner loop, which is a circle, 410. Outer loop, which is a circle, 1604. The reason why it's called outer loop because it's the circle that is outside of 410, which is the inner loop. Okay. Then we have the 3 north to south, up and down highways, which is Interstate Highway 35, Interstate Highway I-10, and Interstate Highway 281, which is where we're on right now. So if you're ever driving around, you're in a neighborhood, you're on the highway, you're going to eventually run into one of these highways, okay? That helps you to know not to get lost, and if you can ever find your way to one of the loops, you know the loops make a circle. Get on it, you're eventually going to get back to where you started. Exactly. How crazy that was?
That was crazy.
And people will do that. So we're going to be going east, 1604 east. So like I was saying about getting lost, you know where your east and your west is, what highway you're trying to get to, it helps. So Rolling Up Small is off of 1604 west, but we're close to 35 as well. Turn your left, turn your signal. Mirror, shoulder check. Good job. Alright, since you only have 2 drives, after we wrap up today's drive, the next drive we're going to do, we're going to focus strictly on parallel parking and the GPS test, which is driving on a suburban road, driving in the neighborhood, backing up 5 seconds, and that's it. I'm going to actually take you to the GPS location, or you're going to drive us to the GPS location. Alright, on the highway, we want to have following distance of 6 to 7 seconds. But right now, we're close, so we're going to slow down. The reason for this is because on the highway, we're going faster, and we need more time to be able to react.
Right.
When you're driving, especially on the highway, you're always looking behind you and on the side road, on the side mirrors. The reason for this is anything can happen. If someone slams on the brakes, if a car breaks down, you want to already have an exit plan, a safe exit plan. So you're constantly looking. Right now, our shoulder is nice and clear, so if anything were to happen, we can always just get over to the shoulder, stuff like that. And then the last tip for today is being on the highway. Speed limit is 70, so you can increase it while keeping your 6 to 7 following distance. 18-wheelers, those big giant trucks, we never want to ride along the side of them. We want to make sure we're either behind them, to the side, behind them, or in front of them. We never want to ride to the side of them because we don't know if they've been on the road for an hour or 18 hours. Also, a big gust of wind can cause them to lose control of the 18-wheeler. And then they have a lot of blind spots because they're such a big vehicle.
Right.
So my rule of thumb is you always pass an 18-wheeler on the left when you can. And when you pass them, you wait till you have a clear view in front of you. If there's a vehicle that's next to the 18-wheeler in front of them a little bit, to where we can't pass the 18-wheeler safely, we wait. We never want to try to pass them and get stuck next to them. Go ahead and increase your speed. You're at 55 and the speed limit is 70.
Right.
Yes, sir. Remember, when you stop one car length behind the stop line, it's going to look funny. But perfect. Yep. And people are going to look at you crazy, and maybe your parents are going to say, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
But right now, this is how I'm teaching you. And like I said, once two cars get behind you, then you can move up to the stop line. But think about it. This is perfect distance. If someone hits you, it's going to hit you right up to that line.
Yeah, that's true.
If someone hit them, it's going to hit the side of the yellow line. And on your right turn signal. All right, perfect. So like I said, tomorrow, I forgot what the next day is. Next time we drive.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday. Gotcha. All right. And we only did 2, right? Your dad decided to do just the 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that's perfect. So next Sunday, and then if there's any other things you have